I agree,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I can honestly say about biopics because if you look at biopics today, they always want to get the best known actors for
Yeah.
God knows why. Like
Hmm.
I do gotta text you some shit later on too.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just made Jim Morrison like a fucking lunatic and shit. Like
Yeah, like I don't know how I feel about Val Kilmer's performance in that. I don't know how I feel. I don't know.
oh yeah, we'll definitely
Like
talk about Valley
yeah,
Val.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all a bunch of fucking slaves. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man.
She said, "What is your favorite Doors album?" Um, honestly, it's a toss up between Strange Days and Morrison Motel. But y'all should know I reviewed every Doors album, well, the ones that Jim Morrison was alive with, so y'all can check those out. I know
Probably
they did some
strange.
shit. So, you said what?
Probably strange days.
Ooh, I didn't know you fuck with the Doors like that. Okay,
I I like just that I like that one particular album. I don't really I like a few of their songs. I mean I listen to their whole album, but you know I don't know. Like I don't really the I put the Doors probably I wouldn't go as far as like my top 100,
got you.
but yeah yeah that particular album was pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of diehard fans they say that that album is like their magnum opus and shit like that. Which me personally, I might have to be in that same group too. But I'm under the fence that every one of their albums, like at least 4 out of 6 of the albums, could be considered that their greatest because
Yeah.
I love fucking Morrison Motel. Because I feel like vocally that was Jim Morrison best album vocally and stuff like that
Yeah.
too. And that was after where he allegedly showed his fucking dick to the crowd
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
got they got banned like a lot of spots and shit.
Yeah.
So and then also too like the Soft Parade album was like the more they had like a more like horn instruments like brass instruments and shit like that. So Morrison
Mhm.
Motel was like a return to form, and they had all the bangers like fucking Roadhouse Blues, Waiting for the Sun, Blue
Yeah.
Sunday, Queen of the Highway. I mean, a lot of cats don't even give the album its just due like that.
Right. I agree.
Because I like the first album, like the self-titled album. I feel like that's like the most influential.
Right.
But what I call the greatest album, because people say, "Oh, that album is the great." I don't mind that because the album slaps and shit too. But I feel like musically
Mhm.
they got better. They got very better and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I always like and like each artist I listen to. Like I don't mind like the the most popular ones. I like to listen to their like songs that no like barely nobody talks about.
Exactly. What up, Try?
What's good?
What's good?
What up?
Yeah, man. We are just talking about the fucking Doors music. I didn't know Mike fuck with the Strange Days album and shit.
Yeah, that's a classic. We did that review like what 2 years ago.
Yep, we pretty much talked about we talked about all the albums and shit.
Right, right.
Yeah, I was just telling him how much I fuck with Morrison Motel. Hell, don't even get me started on L.A. Women. Don't even get me started
Yeah.
on LA women. Don't even get
Right.
me
Yeah.
Mr. Mojo Rising. Oh my god. Q,
Yeah,
there's
man.
no worse door. There's no worse doors album. Everything was dope.
No answer.
Well, the third one had some filler, but it was still not a bad album, honestly.
Mm.
Like I said before, we're gonna be talking about some shit this year. Artists we haven't really talked about and shit like that. So some of the rock acts we got coming up is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Since we talked about Lincoln Park and shit like that,
Uh huh.
I definitely want to get into some more new metal in the future and shit.
Oh, now you like it.
No. I never said I dislike the new metal though,
Mm,
because I fuck with Corn. I just
right.
don't fuck with Limp Biscuit and stuff like that too. So
Let's do corn.
okay,
'Cause I just got the first album, so
oh you got the first album?
yeah.
Tits. We can talk about that Halloween around
Not the
Halloween.
first album. Not the first one. What's the name of that shit?
Freak on the Leash.
That one. That one. Yeah.
Ah, that's still decent. All right, so
You
I
don't like
mean,
that one?
I fuck with Freak on the Leash, but I felt like that was when they were really getting a lot of mainstream popularity. I prefer like the first album because it was like more darker and grittier
Right.
and shit like that too.
Right.
And besides, I put Freak on the Leash so many fucking times, I got kind of tired of it and shit.
I think the album is great.
Yeah. Um, I'm not into Marilyn Manson though, so I don't know about all that.
I'm not into him.
Yeah.
Give me 9 Inch Nails over Marilyn any day.
Yeah.
Lighting some candles this night. Who I cannot wait for this week though. When it comes to reviews, man. We got some heat coming. Shit,
Right.
got some fucking heat. Gonna educate y'all dumbasses and shit. So I heard JID's new album though. Not gonna lie, I feel like that shit was kind of mid.
Mid what?
I mean, it was like decent. It was decent. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't as good as everyone looked it out to be to me.
Oh, not a fan.
Yeah, you told me that shit. Check out this fucking jacket I could cop and shit.
Oh, show us the
Oh
back.
yeah,
What's that?
it says eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Is that a Cookie Monster?
I I guess so. I don't
It looks
know.
like Cookie Monster.
I just copped it for the colors and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a little bit of pink, turquoise, a little bit of
Yeah.
yellow. You know,
I
I
know
got a
you're
little
gonna hook
something.
it up. Yeah, you're gonna hook it up.
Yeah, gonna be on my camera and shit. I guess. You know, I don't know.
Oh man.
Headphones. Yeah, I'm gonna start this shit in about 7 minutes. Just trying to get my room clean because I got back from my fucking brother-in-law. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Made like a fucking huge ass feast. So you know how that shit goes. Oh fuck. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, definitely get that straight. Ronnie said my favorite Doors album is the self-titled. Yeah, that self-titled not bad. I fuck with that self-titled.
What's good, Ronnie?
Fuck it. It's glass. It'll live. Shit. Oh shit. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Almost had wax fall on my ass and shit. Hell no, nigga. Oh hell no. Y'all ever had wax burn on your skin before?
Yup.
That shit hurts like a bitch.
Fuck you.
You still what?
Oh, I was saying what's up to the chat.
Uh, baby, I wanna do all the. Oh, by the way, try.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have your show on Tuesday, right?
Every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday. I got my
Yeah.
schedule. Let me check my time. I might be able to join you.
You know what we doing?
No, remind me again.
Well, this is a sports. We're doing sports. A football episode like Bo Jackson versus Deion Sanders. Better two sport player.
Oh shit. Okay. Hmm. I can definitely probably come to support if I'm not doing anything.
Right. You don't watch sports, right?
I mean, I watch sports, but not like heavy. I'm not a heavy sports
Was you
watcher, honestly.
was you into Bo or Deion Sanders?
Not like Dion, not like that. Bo was cool with me.
Well, who had
Somebody
the better off field fashion? Who had the better fashion? I'm going with Deion.
Dion better fashion than
Uh,
Bo better off and shit.
better what?
The first thing you think off field or some shit.
Better baseball player.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was good.
I'm not into baseball like that, honestly, but I'll probably just come out and support. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Gotta get Mike on there also. You know what I mean? When we talk about like black cinema or something, I'm gonna have like Mike on there as a guest.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Like, talk about some black exploitation films and stuff.
Right.
Ooh,
You
let
know?
me know about that shit, boy. Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
if y'all talk about the Mac, you know y'all gotta call me and shit.
Oh.
Well, that's gonna be an episode I'm gonna plan. You're just gonna talk about like which one was the better film at that time.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, Jesus. Bill. This show was not lying. Right. Right. After I throw some shit away, we're gonna start this motherfucker. Trash. Food. Yeah, I saw that rant Ray J went through last night. I was like, this is crazy.
That shit was funny.
Those
Hilarious.
niggas trying to be like confident now. It's like,
He talking about old shit that we already knew about.
exactly. Like, sit down.
You gonna see the
Fucking.
Kardashians put out a decent album for once. You know,
Hilarious.
Right.
I'm ready to start. Let me talk to my mom before I start.
yo. Yep. The Doors. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in years. This is gonna be interesting.
This is my first time seeing it.
Yeah. I still feel like it's Val Kilmer's best role,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not a huge fan of his. I don't care for a lot of his movies, but this was definitely his best performance.
I like his I like his earlier
You like his other
movies.
stuff?
I like his earlier stuff like what is that? Well, Top Gun.
Yeah.
Um, real well, okay, I take this back. I haven't seen Real Genius,
Mm.
nor I haven't seen Top Secret yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen those at all, but he was young when he did those. He did those films. I just think he picked like bad roles. I mean, other than Top Gun and Heat, a lot of those other films, like the stuff he did in the '90s and 2000s, I just wasn't a fan of.
All right. So mom just called me. So like I said, I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I'm not picking up the phone for nobody. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of our movie reviews. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Trial with me.
What up?
Got my homeboy Mike with me. Mike,
Yeah.
yeah. So I decided to do a little movie review. This is gonna be a little different kind of review. Maybe, maybe not. We want to talk about Oliver Stone's biopic of The Doors, which just came out in 1991. You guys should know who The Doors are. We've talked about all the albums with Jim Morrison. I know that they dropped two albums like without
Right.
Jim Morrison, with just the other members, which I have to this day I have not heard those yet. I'm gonna hear those one day, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on them. But I'm gonna wait till the right time and shit like that because I got hella other artists and reviews to talk about and shit like that too. So yeah, man. So if you guys wanted to know who the Doors are, just go check out those reviews we've done. And since Mike, this is the first time we talked about the Doors. I'm asking, do you have like any story getting into the Doors or anything like that?
Um, Honestly, you know, one of my friends, he kind of turned me on to the Doors. He loves like the Doors, like Elvis and shit like that.
Boo.
But he he kind of got me, yeah, Elvis, yeah, right. But
Mhm.
he kind of got me turned on to the Doors, like to a degree. But I've known the movie, but I just never sat down and watched it. Like back then, I wasn't really big on like biopics and stuff like that.
Right.
But like now, like since now I'm a full fledged big movie buff. Like now it's like most of like some of the biopics and like some of the movies I haven't watched in the planet past and stuff like that. Now I'm like giving it a chance.
Understandable, definitely understandable and shit. Alrighty. So let's talk about this movie and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so like I said, this movie was directed by Oliver Stone. It was also co-written by Oliver Stone, also with J. Rendell Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mention some of the cast. You got Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison, which I'm not gonna lie, this might be what probably my favorite Val Kilmer role, or one of the only roles I like from him and
Same.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because he has picked some
Hmm. I was just
trashy,
telling Mike that. I was telling Mike that.
trash movies. Um, you got Kevin Dillon as John Densmore, who you guys should probably know. He played Johnny Drama Chase on Entourage. You have Cal McLaughlin,
No,
I don't know if I'm saying
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin
Yeah,
and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? On
he
my
was on
Twin
Twin
Peaks,
Peaks.
yeah.
Yeah,
You got pretty much Meg Ryan. She played Pamela and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? You got Kathleen Quinlan. She
Quinlan.
played Patricia. Patricia, who's like Jim Morrison's side piece. I'm just gonna say that. You got Frank Wiley as Robbie Krieger and stuff like that too. You got I'm there's like a lot of people. I'm just gonna mention like the important people and shit like that. Honestly, you got Michael Wincott and stuff like that. He played on Paulie Rothschild and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Um, what else? I think I mentioned pretty much. Oh, Crispin Glover. He played Andy Warhol, which not surprised and shit like that. I mean, so yeah, man, yeah, man. So believe it or not, like Oliver Stone was not supposed to have been the person that's supposed to direct the movie. They had other people like Brian De Palma, Martin Scorsese, William Friedkin. They pretty much and shit like that. Were among the directors to direct this movie, and the movie they definitely started as far back as 1985 and stuff like that too. But of course, plenty of scripts had to be rewritten and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys know how shit goes. Some people might be a little bit too sensitive about their fucking lives when you portray it and shit like that too. Or some
yeah.
stuff might be fabricated or some stuff. You know how that shit goes. So I'm not even going to fucking get into that whole shit. And what's crazy too was that the surviving members of the Doors, they pretty much as seen Oliver Stone's movie Platoon that came out in 1986, and they were very impressed by like his directing, and they thought that he would be the right person to pretty much portray, direct the fucking movie and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, Oliver Stone, he pretty much wanted to. He said originally that he wanted to make this movie after his other movie Evita. Yes, the same Evita that Madonna started. But here's the thing though, that movie didn't really come out until 96 and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? And they had like a lot of production problems when it came to Evita. So Oliver Stone had to like pretty much put that on hold and stuff like that too. And that's when he started working on the Doors movie. Now, Robbie Krieger, the guitarist, he did not want to do a biopic on the Doors and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And but at the same time, Ray Manzarek, the organist, he really wanted to do the biopic because he said that he felt that the world should definitely know their story and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yeah, man. So that's pretty much them trying to get the biopic together. There was like a lot of tension on what was supposed to be portrayed in the biopic and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And then Ray, he did not like a lot of what Oliver Stone's decisions was for the biopic as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like they just had like a very they had like a conflict of interest. They had like a lot of, how can I put this? They didn't really see eye to eye. Honestly,
Right.
they didn't really see eye to eye making this biopic and stuff like that too. I'm going to talk more about that. I'm going to talk more about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of things that they try to get right, but at the same time outside information try to come into play and stuff like that too. Because there was plenty of fucking things that was portrayed on the movie that wasn't as portrayed on real life and stuff like that. So you know how Hollywood do want to glamorize certain shit.
Right.
They want to glamorize certain shit. And yeah, man. What can I say about this movie? What can I
Clutch,
say?
what up?
Oh, Clutch, what's up, Clutch? And like I said before, like the acting in the movie. I mean, for the most part, the acting was pretty good. Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison. I mean, like I said, that was like a performance for the ages and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where the members of the Doors, the members of the Doors were pretty much like in awe by his performance. And he was not supposed to be the first actor to play Jim Morrison. And some of these I want to name, I'm gonna laugh and shit. Like Tom Cruise was considered
No,
playing Jim Morrison,
no.
Johnny Depp. And it's crazy because Johnny Depp, he actually
I can see Johnny
narrated.
Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, I can see him. And
Mm.
Johnny Depp actually narrated a Doors documentary, I think called When You're Strange. Very dope documentary, by the way. John Travolta, which
No, can't see him.
ah, nah.
Maybe if it was like early Travolta when he was doing Saturday Night Fever, but I don't think in '91. I don't think I could see him playing him.
Yeah, because at that time he was doing that movie with Kirstie Alley, Look Who's Talking, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm. Also, Bono from U2 and shit like that, which
You don't have no acting experience though. What does he do?
that that's true. Shit. So yeah, man. Definitely like a lot of people was considered for that role and stuff like that too. Now pretty much plenty of scenes in the movie have been dramatized and stuff like that, under Oliver Stone's vision. Cause you know how some like the biopics are. Um like I said, the Ed Sullivan scene
Hmm.
where like they say, oh, you can't say higher on television, stuff like that too. But then if you guys watch the original performance the Doors did on the Ed Sullivan show, he pretty much did not say higher, like he didn't go all the way up to the fucking camera
Right.
and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? Um Plenty of other scenes too, like Jim Morrison locking Pamela in the fucking closet and stuff like
And
that
then yeah,
too,
you set the closet on fire. What was that about?
That they said that scene never happened either.
I feel like a lot of these scenes never happened. I think they were just
I,
exaggerating.
same. And even the members of the Doors, that this was like one of the biggest issues
Mm.
and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Um like also like in the movie they had like John Densmore, the drummer, you know what I'm saying? First of all, very dope drummer by the way, you know what I'm saying? I felt like his drumming definitely had like a lot of jazz influence to the Doors and stuff too. They made him like pretty much hate Jim Morrison because of his drug problems, his personal issues and stuff like that too. But he said in his biography that he never actually confronted Jim Morrison about his behavior and
Mm.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It was just like people were saying it was just pretty much Jim being Jim. And speaking of Val Kilmer, like they said that this dude was doing like a lot of method acting for this role. Like he got so into this fucking role that he had to go to therapy because he thought he
Wow.
was Jim Morrison and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's why I always say like every one of them roles, he had like a Jim Morrison esque kind of vibe and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just
Right.
me.
No.
Every movie
So,
he did after this shit, he just had like a Jim Morrison vibe and stuff like that too. You
but
know
I
what I'm
don't.
saying?
He didn't seem like that in Heat though. He didn't. He was like a totally different character in that movie.
Oh wow.
Have you seen Heat? You've seen Heat right, before, right?
I have to rewatch it honestly.
Yeah.
Gotta rewatch that movie. But yeah, man. This movie was very controversial. Like the scene where like the Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving scene and stuff like that, where
That
he
was
says
funny.
die, die, die. Like
Mhm.
that never happened
That was
and
funny.
stuff like that. That was funny. We'll talk about some of the scenes because some of the scenes were just hilarious and stuff like that too. And so Raymond Zarek, he criticized Oliver Stone. He even wanted to whoop Oliver Stone's ass because it's like so how he felt like Jim Morrison was depicted and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, what else? What else have I not said? Yeah, man, very. This movie had definitely like a lot of polarizing views because there's like a lot of people that love this movie. There's a lot of people that hate this movie. And I feel like the people that hate this movie like the diehard Doors fans because of the fact that there were plenty of things that they made like Jim Morrison a fucking monster. Like for example, the movie What's Love Got to Do with It? Like they had that scene where like Ike raped Tina and stuff like that, but many people have said that that shit never happened and stuff like that too. But then if you ask me, I'm personally one in between
Right.
because as a fan of the Doors, is this the accurate representation of the brand? Absolutely not. However, I feel like when it came to like the musical legacy, I feel like they
Right.
did his just due. I definitely
Right.
feel like Val Kilmer, again, he did his thing on the role and stuff like that too. I love the actor that played Ray. Damn, what's his? I got to pull up his name. Excuse me, Cal
Cal
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Yeah,
McLaughlin. Yeah.
thank you. Don't mind me. I'm not a big Entourage fan like that, so
Mm.
um, so
Nah, he
I
wasn't on
definitely.
there. That was
Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon, yeah,
Oh,
Matt Dillon's
oh,
brother. Yeah, he was
excuse
on.
me.
He was on Entourage.
Kyle was on Twin Peaks. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he was on
Okay,
Twin Peaks.
got you. My fault. My fault. Um, I definitely felt like out of all the Doors actors, he was like the strongest one and stuff like that. Meg Ryan as Pamela, that was
He was
definitely a
good.
good role and stuff like that for her too. You
Uh,
know what I'm saying? Fucking Pamela, man. Like Jim and Pamela together was just crazy as fuck.
Toxic.
Honestly, yeah, man. Like, but you know what's crazy though?
Mhm.
There's been more toxic rock relationships. Honestly, like cough
Right.
cough John and Yoko, but well, shit, we're
Pam,
not gonna talk about that right now.
Pam and Tommy. We know about them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sid and Nancy.
Hmm.
Oh Lord.
Yes. And I know people are gonna ask me, are you gonna talk about the dirt? Sometimes down the line I'll talk about that show.
Yeah,
I'll talk about that
and
show.
I watched it, already. The Netflix movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one, yep.
Molly Crew. Yeah,
'Cause I also had some issues with that movie as well too. So but yeah, like I said, I'm sort of one in between.
hmm
Now, am I gonna admit like was I not entertained? I was very entertained by this movie. No, I was very entertained by this movie, but it was just like the shit that I really don't like in biopics, the changing of the truth, the glamorization. Somehow I can let it slide with this one because when I think of the Doors itself, I think of like chaos. I think of fucking like a lot of like jet like bluesy, definitely a lot of the vocal dynamics. I think of all that shit. It's like a lot of crazy shit. I think when it comes to the Doors,
right,
but also comes to how they were represented and stuff like that too. I don't really mind how they were represented in this movie and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just what Oliver Stone's vision was. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I wish that some of the parts was not as fabricated as it was, but I've seen worse of biopics and shit like that where shit was just horrible, and then they basically just lied just for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? But
But
scale of 1 to 5, I give probably like a 3.5 out of 5.
I don't know the backstory with the doors like that and Jim Morrison, but like watching it from like a movie fan, I think the pacing was off. It
Yes.
was like a lot of scenes that could have been cut out of this film. It was real trippy. It was really dark. Um, I think it's Val Kilmer's best role because he done a lot of crap. He doesn't have a
Right.
lot of great movies in his on his resume. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of crazy shit that was going on, and it was like a story of like the typical rock star story of like rags to riches, and once they got famous and they got all the money, and he was on drugs. Like his character was on drugs for like the whole damn movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it might have been like two scenes where we saw Jim like sane. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like the very beginning before they got popular and when they were recording Light My Fire, he was sane. And then when we see him, there's a scene where him and Patricia was talking and Patricia found out that she was pregnant. He was sane for that. The rest of the other like scenes he was like high off his ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not even sure if Oliver Stone was the right director for this. You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
Because he's more. I think it could have went to somebody else. Oliver Stone is like more like with his directing, he has like a more serious tone. I don't think he was the right director for this one. And it's basically drugs and sex and rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Like the scenes like when with him and Patricia and they're screwing and then Patricia's doing coke and then she's like let me cut your wrists. And then they're like him and Patricia's like drinking each other's blood and they had a ceremony for that. There's a part where they're like in the backstage in the shower and they're trying to get it on again and then the cop comes in and he has an altercation with the cop, and then I guess the cop didn't know who he was, and then he has an
Yeah.
altercation with the cop. He goes on stage and performs, and then he calls out the cops, and then they end up arresting him, and he goes to jail for that. And like the Thanksgiving scene was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like you could look at that scene and be like, yo, this shit did not happen in real life. No way. You know what I'm saying? Like he has like all his friends at his crib for Thanksgiving. He had who was Pam? Pam was his wife.
Well, Pam was mostly his girl. His common law wife was Patricia, but let's just say Pam was his girl, his main girl. I'm gonna be real with you.
He had Pamela. He had Pamela there, and he had his side piece Patricia there at the same time. They find out about each other. They start fighting. Then
I'm not your girl.
Pam goes crazy and she takes the turkey and throws it at her. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I
Man,
seeing
that
right
shit
now?
was burnt as fuck, yo.
I'm like, yo, this shit is not real. You know what I'm saying? And then like she tries to stab him with the kitchen knife, and he takes it from her, and she's like, he's like
Die,
telling him,
die, die.
do you want to die? Do you want to die? I'm like, nah, come on, man, come on, man. Like, you know, that was like probably the most hilarious scene of the of the film.
I
She's mad, like she's telling Jim, oh, you killed my duck, you killed my duck, and Jim is like, oh, the duck is dead. I just felt like some of the lines were like terrible. And yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like I said, like again, it's Val Kilmer's best film, but this wasn't no Oscar worthy film for me. It was way too long. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, way too long. They had to trim a lot of those scenes. A lot of those scenes where he's like just dazing off into space and shit that could have been cut out the film. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? There's a scene where when Light My Fire blew up and like one of the guys in the band end up, I think he sold it to like a doo-wop group or something. And then Jim finds
yeah.
out and he's pissed off at him and he takes a TV and he throws it at the guy. I'm like, he was just like a fucking crazy nut job, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like for anybody that don't know about Jim Morrison and those, if you watch this film, it's gonna leave you thinking like, yo, this dude was always high off his ass and always getting into all type of trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But like,
So
uh,
mhm.
a lot of that shit was just fabricated by the fucking directors and shit. Because it was just like I call this movie Oliver Stone's masturbation of Jim Morrison. You hear me?
And he did that in the movie too. Remember he went to jail. The cops arrested him because he was like playing with himself on stage.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do?
You know, I just thought the pacing was off. And then they like, when they ended with in the '60s and they went to the '70s and like they showed the clips of like Martin Luther King Jr. and JFK getting assassinated and the Vietnam War, and I guess that was like the transition for the Doors music at that time, and it was, I don't know, it's just a trippy ass movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
And that's
like
the
Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone is a great director. I just don't think he was the right director for this film, though.
and that's the word for it. It basically matches the trippiness of the Doors music, the movie. That's one thing.
Yeah, this it was all kind of shit. He's like on the like he's getting drunk on like the windowsill. Like he went out on the edge of the building and he's like getting drunk, and then Pamela comes out to try to save him, and there's just a lot of trippy shit going on in this film. You know, but it's still Val Kilmer's best film to me. It's still his best performance. Um, you said he did method acting. Was he actually high when he was doing this?
I don't think he was high. High. I don't think so.
Because he acted like he was on shit. Like most of the scenes where you see him and he's like yelling for no reason and he's like screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, yo, this dude was on some good ass cocaine, yo. Like I really felt like he was high when he was making this movie. Like he was on some good ass coke. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I don't know the Doors like that and Jim Morrison. I don't know their backstory, but like watching this film, you like it's gonna make you feel like, yo, Jim Morrison was that's exactly how he was when back in the '60s. And we heard, and remember there was a part in the film where like the producer, the guy that was like producing their records, like he told Jim in the studio, like, yo, like you're off, like I'm missing that, I'm missing that energy from you. He was like, please, Jim, don't do me like how Janis did, referring to Janis Joplin or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and remember, they all died early. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, they all died. Amy Winehouse, I think they died when they were like 27. You know what I'm saying? So,
27.
yeah, you know what I mean. And it's just a trippy ass film. That's all I could really say about it. It's just a long ass trippy fucked up film. Oliver Stone was a great director. I don't think he was the one for this movie. I think it's more of the name when you hear, directors like Oliver Stone, Martin Scorsese, Brian De Palma. It's more of the name, but do they really fit that particular movie? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's the best Val Kilmer film. I'm not a Val Kilmer fan like that, but it's his best performance.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm very critical when it comes to like biopics and who's going to play who and who's directing it. Uh, I have a love. Well, I have more hate relationship with this movie more than anything else. Oliver Stone, he was not the right choice, honestly, and the writing of this movie could have been a hell of a lot better. I felt like this whole movie was just too fake. It was just too Hollywoodized. It wasn't. It felt like if I was watching like I don't know, like a 2.5 hour like TV like a after school special. to
Mm.
me, honestly. Val Kilmer, I, from what I got out in the beginning, to me, he I felt like he was impersonating Jack Nicholson a little bit more than Jim Morrison, and that's just
Oh
my
God.
honest opinion.
Really?
Um, could I say this is his best performance? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that it it was a good effort. Now you mentioned Johnny Depp was considered for this role. I thought he would have been. I thought Johnny Depp, in my honest opinion, would have been better suited. But Val Kilmer, for what he was given, and despite of,
Mm.
I think it was a great effort. I think.
Right.
I'm not gonna exactly say it's his best performance, but that's just my opinion, though. But
Right.
um, it was to me, it was just it was some scenes where I caught myself tripping out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like it was just too trippy. It was just too all to me. It was just too all over the place, and like I could tell like some of the stuff wasn't true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like the supporting characters, Meg Ryan, I thought she was great.
She was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice role for her. And Kevin Dillon, I thought he was excellent there. That's a good performance.
Mm.
Kyle McLaughlin, I thought to me was miscasted.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I, you know, I'm I don't I'm not a Kyle McLaughlin fan like that.
Right.
Honestly, I saw him in a couple of things. He was solid, but I don't know. Like I just think he was kind of
He was better in Showgirls, and that bombed at the box office when that came
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah. 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 He was good in this movie called The Hidden in Blue Velvet. He was good. He was great in
Right.
this, but here it's just I didn't he just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Um Oliver Stone, when I think of Oliver Stone, I think of Wall Street, Platoon,
Right.
but I just think Oliver Stone he didn't that wasn't it. But I like I said, 1991 was a weird year for movies, honestly, because it some of the movies that came out that year, it's like,
Mm.
what the fuck? Like some of them were like experimental, and then some were just like, eh. But this one like falls in the categories like if you want to be tripped out, watch this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I
Salute. Salute. Mark Nash.
I
Salute.
agree with somebody.
What up, Mark? You know what part kind of made me laugh?
Hmm.
When
Besides the Thanksgiving scene.
there's actually two scenes when fucking Ray was performing,
Oh.
and he saw fucking Jim dancing, and then all of a sudden the Indians came out of nowhere and shit.
Yeah. What was that about? Like, yeah, because we saw that
Okay.
in the beginning of the film, and it had something to do with his dad or something.
Yeah, because in real life, Jim Morrison's parents they got into this like car accident
Hmm.
at some like Native American land or some shit like that. Or no, actually scratch that. He said he witnessed a car accident in a desert, this Native American family, and then he said that he always felt like the spirit and stuff like that inside of them, and that's how it always explained like in songs and stuff like that too. You know what I'm
He was
saying?
he was
So
high when he did that, right? He was out when he said, yeah, he had to be. Because like I noticed that like there was like certain parts where he would like see the Native American like older guy, right? And that part where they're like performing and like the crowd is like wild and everything. Like he sees like the Indian, and like the
Yeah,
Indian like goes like, and then it's like he went into like it was like a different side of him.
yeah.
So I
'Cause
didn't understand. I didn't understand why Oliver Stone kept putting the Native American Indian guy like in through the film. I was like, what was that about?
I feel like Oliver Stone wanted to use that as a way for the Indians to make like a bad example, a bad influence on Morrison, which it kind of looked like that to me
Yeah,
because
it looked like whenever the Indian dude showed up, bad things was gonna happen to him.
like that's what it kind of looked like to me and shit like that. Because I feel like he just again he just took one aspect and broadenized it. You know,
Mhm. Like I
shit.
said, that movie was trippy. It was
Yeah,
one of the
man,
most trippiest films I've ever seen.
for real though. And again, that's probably one of the things why it's like if it was for any other biopic, I would have not have. I would have probably been a little bit hard to say what the fuck are they trying to do.
Mhm.
Like the Elvis movie, for instance, and shit. They try to make this like a Marvel, DC superhero movie
Really?
and stuff like
For
that.
Elvis?
Yeah, yeah. I kid you, it's on HBO Max right now.
Really? The Great
Like,
White Hope?
yeah, and they have hip hop playing in the biopic.
Yeah. Why? Why is Eminem on the soundtrack? I don't understand that.
What?
Eminem's on the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
dog. Like,
Wow.
it was like a superhero movie. It had like the pacing of a superhero movie, and they try to like I say they did that because Elvis like comic books, and he wanted to be a super. He saw himself like a superhero, some crazy shit like
Was
that.
he on drugs too?
Well, he was on prescription pills, so I don't know.
That's the drug
Wow.
talking. You know, they had
So
they had Eminem was the other great white hope in hip hop for white people.
okay,
So
Eminem paid. He actually worked to get his just due. Which
no,
let's
no, he's great, but let's be real. He's the really the only white successful rapper. You
not
know,
true. The Beastie Boys.
I mean white rap other than Vanilla Ice, if you want to count him. And after Vanilla Ice, there was Eminem. Everybody else, Ali was in a group, Beastie Boys, Everlast, but a lot of them cats wasn't. El Bill never went multi platinum or Necro. You know what I'm saying? LP. You know, so it's like he's really the one after Vanilla Ice.
Mm, that's interesting. I'm gonna
Wow.
get my tea right quick. Give me a second. But
Let
yeah,
me see
like
Jonathan Taylor.
The Elvis movie was just like a fucking DC, a second rate DC movie. That's the best way to put it.
What part was Jennifer Tilly in? I didn't see Jennifer Tilly in that film. Y'all remember seeing her?
Jennifer no. I'm
I
glad I
don't
didn't.
remember seeing her in that film. What Ronnie? What version did you see? I don't remember her in that film at all. Mark said he said why did Showgirls get such a bad rap? Because it was bad. The acting was bad in that film.
Elizabeth Berkley in particular. Oh,
They just wanted to see Jesse naked. That's basically what it was. They wanted to see Jesse from Full House naked, and that's what happened. The acting was terrible though.
I saw that. I saw that movie. Actually sat through that whole movie.
Mm.
That
You
movie
went to
was.
see that?
I actually saw it. That movie
Oh
was
wow!
trash from start to finish.
You wasted your money.
Oh no! Actually, no. I watched it on cable.
Oh okay, well
Yeah, I watched it on cable. And no, that movie was
yeah,
trash.
that movie was terrible.
Yeah.
It had a good storyline, but the acting was just bad.
Oh yeah. If they would have if they would have got rid of all the actors and then replaced them with better actors and stuff, then you would have had a good
I,
movie.
I need Ronnie to tell me what scene Jennifer Tilly was in because I don't remember her in that film at all. And I just watched it again last night. So part of in the doors was she in?
Yeah, she had a uncredited role.
No, I'm saying, well, what scene though? I don't remember in none of the movie, none of the scenes.
Who you're
Was
talking
she like
about?
part of the crowd? Jennifer Tilly was in the film.
Hold
I'm
on, let
not.
me do. Yeah, she was like a small character, an Oki girl or some shit. Like part of, I think part of the people in that concert and shit.
Oh, that ain't nothing. You can't even count. Oh, she was in the film. What is as part of the? She was an extra in the crowd.
That's funny.
I'm
And that album.
honestly, I'm glad, and I'm glad. I don't think Jennifer Tilly to me, she's not grouches at all.
She's not.
To me,
She's really not.
or rhythmic.
Damn, not horrific. Shit.
Yeah. No, she's
Like
a
Child's Play is the best thing that she got going for her.
really.
Yeah, I mean, what else has she done? I was great. Like I've seen it in other things, but Child's Play is like really like her. Like she's a part of the TV show now. Like that's her
Oh
bread
God,
and butter right now.
oh
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? Like the other films that she's been in, it hasn't been good.
Her acting in general hasn't been good at all.
Right.
I'm gonna stay on for a couple minutes. Yeah, yo, I'm trying to go see Cameron and that Cameron Mace Jadakiss concert. And shit.
Yeah. You got the tickets?
Trying- Um, I'm gonna probably wait till my next paycheck because I gotta pay off my car insurance, but I might have to go to Augusta, Georgia.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind a good trip to Georgia once in a while and shit. Fuck it.
Facts.
Because it's either that or the Frankie Beverly Maze one in
Hmm.
Greensboro. But the headliner, the other people they got, I'm not a big fan of. Tank, hell no. Life
Oh Lord.
Jennings, fuck that. Slim of 112. I mean, he alright.
By yourself?
Karen White,
He back on
yeah,
his
by
solo
himself.
stuff? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm just. And besides Frankie Beverly and Maze, they always come to North Carolina, so it's not even a big deal.
Right. That sounds like a horrible show.
That's what I'm saying. And they're gonna probably put all the motherfuckers over Frankie Beverly, and they're probably gonna have Frankie Beverly and Maze like the last motherfuckers and shit.
Well, they should be the headliner. You know?
So yeah, I might just go see Cameron Mace and
Yeah.
what's his name? The Kiss.
Who's closing that show out? Is it Cam?
I bet she's
Or
gonna
is
be
it
Jada Kiss.
Jada?
Jada Kiss is the best rapper
Well,
alive right now.
have Mace with his one good album start off the show, and then Cam, and then Jada.
Yeah. Shit, gotta go to Georgia. Gotta go to Georgia. Oh yeah, I need me a fucking vacation and shit. Y'all get on my fucking nerves and shit.
I see stupid questions. I'm not answering them.
Oh
You got to play that
yeah.
clip.
Look,
Stupid
All right.
questions. What is the most terrible Val Kilmer movie? Well, even if I told you didn't see it, so why would it matter?
I guess tries to
Stupid
get me mad.
question. Stupid
All right.
question.
oh my God,
They like that.
This is gonna be a nightly thing. I already see it.
oh my God.
I should just have this shit bookmarked from this point forward and shit.
Yeah, you should.
He just said that he never saw this movie. So why does it matter? If I told you, I could have told you this movie is bad. You didn't see it.
Who never saw this movie?
Who you think that asks the most stupidest questions on you? You know. Oh, oh man. Yo, that is the most wildest scene I've ever seen, man. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
a
sorry.
fucking that shit.
That's gonna be forever funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post him a link, Ronnie.
You said he's surprised you don't like Tank.
Nigga, I said I don't like Tank for how many fucking years on this fucking channel and shit. The fuck you mean you surprised? God damn it.
Play the clip play the clip again,
Ah,
man.
oh shit. Oh my God.
Man.
I literally said this shit how many fucking years? I don't like this
I
nigga
think he's
Tank.
slow. I really think
Niggas
he's
just
slow.
don't fucking listen.
Begin to understand the power of it.
Yo. Oh man. Jesus Christ.
You got one of these days. You gotta play that one scene where he called Nikki fat. How dare you? You gotta play that one of these days, too.
Oh,
Yeah, play that.
he went in. I'm just like, God damn it, nigga. What the fuck?
I think people are slow. I really feel like retards come on here and they just say the most craziest shit.
That's like
You know?
somebody saying they didn't know I was a fan of Mariah Carey's Glitter and shit.
Then they ask you about it. So what do you think about glitter?
Oh my
Shit,
god.
I don't even know you like that, Q, but I know you like fucking Tupac, B2K, Puffy, Omarion, all them niggas and shit.
Jesus Christ, right? I never seen this movie. So what's the worst Val Kilmer film? I couldn't tell you. You never seen them. You seen what? You said you didn't see this movie, bro. Stop lying. You didn't see this film.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
Some old ass car or something, so fix it up, whatever, it's not important.
Shit.
Some baby boy is here in the show also. She plays
It's all. We're gonna talk about Missy Elliott's first 2 albums and shit.
Yes. What time we doing that?
Between 11:45 and midnight because I got off work 11 p.m. and shit.
Okay.
And I already let my other motherfucker, my other partner, he let me go home early. So I'm gonna let him go home early. So I'll just close out the desk and shit because that's how real niggas do. I got 2 jobs. I'm back to my 2 job grind now and shit. So whoop whoop.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Got that job at the radio station and shit. So
DJ Reg
I'm now more like promotions assistant and shit.
playing the slow jams at midnight.
Yeah, man. Then got that Black Street review Wednesday for Another Level, which that one, since I'm off on Wednesday, I thought I was gonna go out of town, but
Right.
I don't know about that shit yet. So I'll let you know what time that shit is. I actually enjoyed the last Black Street album we did.
Yeah, that was great.
See, that's why I said that first album lineup. If they would have just stuck to that fucking lineup,
Mhm.
oh my god, fucking Teddy Riley and his bullshit, man. Well, this Vlad interview he's doing is like long as fuck, man. We already to part 20, and he's now talking about Michael Jackson and shit.
I didn't say. Well, I like to wait till Vlad put the whole interview on when he uploaded.
See, I thought about doing that shit, but there's some shit that I sometimes boring.
Right.
Because sometimes he likes to like focus on one subject for like 5 videos and some shit like that. I'm kind of the nigga that skip around and shit. Yeah. But I would watch a Vlad TV interview than a Drink Champs interview. I would.
Oh God, yes, hands down.
Say what you want to say about Officer Vlad. Say what you want to say, but at least he lets the motherfucker talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Nori likes to get fucking hard off by his voice and shit. Like,
way too much.
For real. Like, I'm just like, shut the hell. I even try to watch the fucking Patti LaBelle. I can't even get past 10 minutes of that shit, man. Like,
I didn't watch it. I gotta watch that in doses, yo, like once in the blue, cause
Yeah, like
he talk way
clips.
too much. Yeah, he talk way too
But
much.
this motherfucker let Irv Gotti speak his fucking shit. I'm just like, what?
Right. Well, he
You
had
was
Ja Rule there with him too, though. So it was both of them.
I know, but still, it's just like, so you would shut the fuck up for Irv, but you want to shut the fuck up for Way and Ghost? Okay,
Right. Right.
all right,
Facts.
all right.
That Wu Tang one
You,
was like 3 hours.
you want to shut the fuck up for MC Shan? I'm not even the biggest MC Shan fan like that, but nigga was talking so fucking much. I'm just like, nigga, oh my! Like even when Snow came on with Shan,
Right.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
And it's not just Nori. I just hate when interviewers they always ask so much fucking questions, interrupt the fucking people that. Cause even like fucking Ed Lover from Yo MTV Raps,
Mhm.
he does that stupid shit. That's why I kind of prefer the Fab Five Freddy episodes and shit.
Right. Just let them talk.
Exactly. Let them fucking talk, man.
Yeah.
Terrence J from 106 and Park. Oh my god, don't even get me started on
He
that.
does that too.
Yeah, this nigga something. He just gives North Carolina a bad name. I'm sorry. Like,
Oh Lord.
thank God he wasn't from Raleigh. He
You're
from
you're
Greenville. He's
you're
like
a better you're a better interviewer. You went to school for that though.
you said what?
I said you went to school for journalism, right?
Well, for history and shit like that
Right.
too. But I took some journalism classes and shit. You know?
Right.
And I was on the school radio station. So, but I don't want to brag and shit. You know?
Okay.
Shout out to Ash. She's gonna come over to my side of town. It's gonna be the first time I actually seen her physically in like fucking 3 years and shit.
Oh wow. Why so long? Is the pandemic?
Pandemic, and plus she stays all the way up in fucking Charlotte, and
Right.
you know Charlotte's like fucking 2 hours and 40 minutes away. Well, around that length and shit like
Right.
that. So,
Away from you.
and then whenever I do come to Charlotte, she's either at work or she's with family and shit too. But
Right.
her birthday is next week, so well this week,
Oh.
excuse me.
Or
So
go.
that's why I'm just gonna do Thundercats, fucking maybe next week. Yeah, next week and shit. Then we'll do Rocco later on in October and shit. I know he's happy about Thundercats and shit. So he's just trying to control his excitement right now.
Yeah, how could you tell?
So it's gonna be Thundercats, Rocco's Modern Life, and then probably Martin. Martin in October and shit.
Wow.
Oh.
Then after Martin, maybe Maud or Night Court. I'm not too sure yet because I know at the end of the year I'm doing All in the Family. I know that. So
Nice.
since I did it the first time, but niggas didn't want to watch that shit because I don't know why.
Because it's all in the family.
Yeah, I tried to do an All in the Family review. Nobody was watching. I was talking to myself like 20 minutes and shit. So I was like, you know what, fuck this shit.
I don't know how popular All in the Family is now in today's society though.
It's still popular.
Yeah.
Especially with Norman Lear doing those fucking live in the studio audience. Like
Right.
recreating some All in the Family, Good Times episodes and some shit like that.
Yeah.
But you'll be surprised. All in the Family still has a strong fan base and shit. Not as strong as maybe like Seinfeld or Golden Girls these days, because I feel like Golden Girls in the last maybe 10 or 15 years, their fan base went.
Yeah.
Especially with like the LGBTQ community and shit too.
Yeah.
Ronnie said better character, Ginger from Casino or Elvira from Scarface.
Ginger.
That's a good.
Ginger.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Ginger too. I felt like she was much more
Yeah.
layered than Elvira.
She was much more involved in what was going on compared to Elvira. Elvira was just like sitting around snorting coke, being bougie as fuck.
Then complained to Tony, but she
Yeah.
was living that lifestyle and shit like that. I was like, come
Right.
on.
She couldn't have a baby with Tony and shit.
Shit.
They didn't really involve her in what Tony was doing. Like Ginger was more involved in shit.
I agree. First trying to say you love Karen White. I only like a few songs, honestly.
She dope.
I know next week is also I'm going to go to this vinyl convention next week.
There's a little DJ nigga there.
So now I'm trying to look for, man.
Yep.
Yes, yes. This December is going to be lit.
Oh yeah.
But I'm about to be really serious once October hits and shit, because just let y'all know the kid's birthday is November 2nd. Just letting y'all know.
Yes.
Monty said better stage person than David Ruffin or Jim Morrison. Oh, David Ruffin for me.
David Ruffin.
Ruffin.
That's an odd comparison, but I like it. Something different. See, that's one thing kind of ironic sometimes. He be trying sometimes and shit. Not like some other people like that's like you don't even know which artists I don't like and shit. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
Hot hot communication. Oh Lord. You should be embarrassed for that, yo.
Okay, what time is it? Yeah, I'm actually gonna cut out the vid right now because I gotta do some cleaning before Mike and I do this video and stuff like that. Yo, if y'all ask me about emo music one more time,
Play that
you know
clip,
what?
Greg. Play the clip.
I'm gonna play it. Fuck it.
Another stupid question.
Fuck it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord.
Another stupid question. Yo.
Motherfuckers just do this shit just to do shit like this, man.
Another dumb. I told you this was gonna happen, yo. They get on here and they live to come on here and ask us stupid questions. I'm not answering no more of those questions. Do you like emo music? Do you like K-pop? Why the fuck would we like that shit?
Oh.
Think about the shit you asked us.
Anyway, so thank y'all so much for watching this review on The Doors. Would I recommend it? I'm gonna tell you what. If you want to be entertained by The Doors, theatrically, that this is the movie for you. But if you want to learn more about The Doors or deeper dive, I would watch the documentary "People Are Strange" and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow night is going to be the first time we're going to discuss Missy Elliott. We're going to talk about Super Duper Fly and the real world. Can't wait to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I don't have those albums, but try. You say you got the first two. First three. I do got the third album too, but yeah, Missy is definitely on. I need to get some Missy out. I need to get at least 3 Missy albums before December at least. If I can find R. Kelly's discography for under 50 cents now, I mean, shit. Because I kid you not, man, they be selling his albums for like a penny, 10 cents, some shit.
Yeah, I've seen. I told you I bought a couple because they got like double up for like $4.
Wow.
They ain't trying to let this nigga have no publish.
That's crazy.
All his shit is like cheap now.
But I got like 3 of his albums for like $3 in total and shit.
Now make me want to go to the record store and see if I could cop some of his album shit.
If I can find Chocolate Factory, find Chocolate Factory, I would dance naked on the fucking highway right now. I kid you not. Anyway, so yeah, also stay tuned for other good shit this week. We also going to talk about a hip hop legend for the first time this week too, a controversial hip hop legend, which I can't wait to talk about. I don't think he's a legend, but
nope. He okay, he good, but man, he not on my list for legends.
I feel. Oh, speaking of lists, I didn't forget about the top 50 rappers list and stuff like that too. I was thinking about pre-recording that,
Okay.
honestly.
Well, my list is
Um,
done.
okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This weekend we can pre-record it because actually I'll let you know. I'll let you know about
Oh,
that because I forgot Ashley this weekend and shit too. I'm gonna be pretty busy.
yeah. Yes, big win
But
tonight. Giants won. I'm happy.
yes. But Mike, I'll be ready midnight for the video we doing tonight and shit.
What y'all
Perfect.
doing? What y'all doing?
Well, we're gonna do a top 20 General Hospital
In
moments
the
this
Oh
time.
my
hospital.
lord! What? Wow. Y'all really pushing that soap opera agenda, huh?
Hey, the first video was a success.
Wow.
It was a
Okay.
I mean,
success.
yeah. I just gotta do some cleaning and stuff like that, and then just send me that invite whenever you're ready, and I'm good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta eat and shit like that. Eat and
If,
then
yeah, and if they
What
act
does
up
that
in the
mean
chat, you
that
know,
you like
play
rock?
that video.
What the fuck does rock got to do with emo? That makes no
yes,
sense.
yeah.
Play that clip again.
This is gonna be well. This is gonna be the last time and shit, cause
But you like rock. What does rock have to do with emo music? That makes no sense. Dumb, 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 dumb.
all right. Well, anyway, other than that, hope you guys have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Peace.
All right.
Peace
Peace. Peace,
out.
Mike.
Yes,
Peace,
fuck.
y'all.